What if the kindest thing you can do this Halloween is let your dog opt out? Welcome to Straight Up Dog Talk, the podcast helping burned out pet parents who feel stuck with their pup finally let go of the guilt, learn to communicate, and build the bond you've always dreamed of through a partnership based approach that combines training, nutrition, and enrichment instead of chasing the quick fixes that don't actually work. I'm Em, and in this episode, you'll learn how Halloween can quietly create the perfect storm of sensory overload and how to prevent that from escalating, why it's okay to opt out of traditions like costumes, trick-or-treaters, or forced interactions at the door, and simple swaps and enrichment ideas to make the night easier for both you and your dog. Just because your dog can handle something doesn't mean they should have to. Let's talk about Halloween. For a lot of people, it's fun. Decorations, spooky music, kids in costumes, trick-or-treaters at the front door. But for a lot of our dogs, it is too much. And if I'm being honest, for many of us, it's too much too. You've got the doorbell constantly ringing. Strangers walking up to the house, kids in hats, masks, flapping wings, swinging buckets all the way down the street. Noises that don't make sense, and a complete shift in the energy of your house. If you've got a dog who's unsure of people, anxious around chaos, afraid of loud noises, or just thrives on routine, Halloween can turn into a ticking time bomb. And here's the thing. Halloween is not a training opportunity. Let me repeat that. Halloween is not a training opportunity. It's not a teach your dog to love the chaos night. It's a night where you get to decide what's safe and what's not. I'll be real with you. We don't decorate the yard. We don't put up spooky lights. We don't turn the porch light on. And I don't open the door for trick-or-treaters. And we don't do costumes. And it's not because Fitz and Toby couldn't handle it. They're actually pretty resilient with stuff like costumes, decorations, lights hanging, all of that stuff. But here's the deal. Why introduce stress where there wasn't any before? Why throw off their rhythm when things are going so well? We have our own rhythm and it's working beautifully. So instead, we focus on us. We do cozy enrichment, maybe a food puzzle, maybe a sniff game. We stay inside, lights off, no chaos, no doorbells, no screaming kids. It's not fancy. It's definitely not Pinterest worthy, but it's peaceful and it works for us. So this is your permission slip to do the same. If you want to go all out, do it. If you want to do less than me, do it. If you want to skip it all together, please do. You are not a bad dog parent for choosing quiet. You're a wise one. If you do want to make the night feel more fun and grounded, here are a few low stress swaps. First of all, you can use calming support tools. I love Zen Melts from Pet Packs Co. and Pet Matrix Calm. Both are safe and non-sedating, but they do take the edge off and help the dogs relax when things get a little bit hinky. There's also, of course, snuffle mats, lick mats, and puzzle games. Let your dog decompress while staying engaged and doing something fun together. You can even prep these ahead of time and freeze them for longer lasting entertainment. Don't forget that you can always add music or white noise. This can muffle the sound of the outside voices, the extra cars passing by, bikes, and skateboards. All of the things that are happening outside at night that don't usually. Make sure to set up a safe space. Use a bedroom, a covered crate, or a gated area with comfort items like enrichment toys, blankets, and no foot traffic. Keep it nice, calm, and quiet. These areas aren't just for bad dogs, they're for dogs who deserve to feel safe. I'm going to give you a bonus enrichment idea for Halloween specifically. One of our favorite activities this time of year is what I call the pumpkin hunt. I hide treats or chews in small boxes or cups and spread them around the house for the dogs to find. It's fun, it keeps them busy, and it brings some novelty to the night without overstimulation. You can even hide a few in orange paper or use mini pumpkins. Just don't let them chew the stems. Here's your real talk challenge for the week. Ask yourself who you're trying to impress when it comes to your dog's behavior or your participation in traditions like Halloween. If it's not your dog, it might not matter. Protect their peace and yours. So if Halloween stresses your dog out, or if you've been unsure about how to handle all the noise, the costumes, or the pressure to celebrate it the right way, know this. You're allowed to choose peace. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to do things the way that are comfortable for you and your dog. Every dog is different, and honoring that doesn't make you boring. It makes you brave. So remember, be kind, spread joy, and don't decorate for other people's approval. If you've been feeling like no one really understands what you're going through with your dog, it can feel really isolating and heavy, carrying all that weight by yourself day after day. That's why I created a free community, a safe space where you can share the hard stuff, get support, and be surrounded by people who truly get it. You'll find the link in the show notes below. Thank you for listening to Straight Up Dog Talk. Remember, new episodes drop every Monday and Wednesday. I'll see you next time.